Hello everybody and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In the purple mystery box there is some math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. You can use the link in the description if you want to try this out on your own, and when you think you've got an idea, come on back and see if we get the same thing. Alright, I'm going to start with a 0. Okay, 0 gives us 2. How about a 1? So that is a decimal. Looks like a non-repeating decimal. So maybe trig, maybe square root. Let's try a 3. Okay, so we went up and then down. So now I'm starting to think trig. How about 4? And then we're up again. So something is repeating here. Let's take a look at some trig values. Let's do an approximation for pi. So 3.14. That's really, really close to 2, which is where we started at 0. Okay. And let's try pi over 2. So let's do a 1.6 and see what happens. Oh, and there we've got a really big negative number. Now I am starting to think tangent. So do you remember the shape of tangent? It has these sort of arms that are down on the left, up on the right. They repeat and they go off to negative and positive infinity in between at pi over 2. So that makes me think of tangent. The tangent, let's take a quick look at this. I think something else, a little bit else is going on here. It's not just plain old tangent of x. So the tangent is the sine over the cosine. And remember the sine and the cosine, if you take an angle here and have it connect to the edge of the unit circle, it's going to be the x and the y coordinates that give you the cosine and the sine. So this point right here, at when we put in an angle of 0, is going to be the point 1, 0. So the sine is going to go on top, so you'd have 0 over 1. That's the tangent of 0. And that would be 0. So we would expect this to start at 0, but it's starting at 2. And then when we get all the way around to pi right here, you've got a negative 1 comma 0. And again, that's going to be 0 over negative 1, which is just 0. So the tangent of pi is also 0. And we're back at 2 again. So it looks to me like this tangent function has just been raised up 2. So it might just be the tangent of x plus 2. Could be that. And I don't see anything else that makes me think something else is going on. Let's just look in the negatives a little bit. Put in a negative 1 here. I'm going to put in a negative 1.6 for the approximation of pi over 2. And that's what we would expect, a number off the graph there. Let's put in a negative approximation for pi. That's back at 2 again. Yeah, otherwise it pretty much looks just like tangent. So I think it just may be tangent raised up 2. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. Yeah, tangent of x plus 2, and we can graph that. And see those arms of the tangent function repeating here, but just raised up off that x-axis by 2. Well, how did that go for you? Were you thinking trig? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.